Alright, so now the next thing we're going to work on is knapsacks. Now the knapsack kind of works like an extra storage. So you look here and we have these tabs here. Well, if you put a knapsack right here, you get another tab. So we're going to create a knapsack real quick because these are actually, if I remember correctly, we should already have, whoop, nap. There we go. You want to see the recipe for this?
What do you need?
We're going to skip it. Because we need an iron tough rod. Iron tough tool rod, and that is you get those from the smeltery. So let's skip that and go. I'm going to talk about miniature hearts real quick. Miniature hearts can be found by killing the place I found it on another server I was playing on. I was playing them, and I got them from green slimes, the giant green slimes. What happens is these specific ones, they sprout out like 4 of those smaller ones, and then normally I'll usually get 1 miniature heart from them. You can take that miniature heart. Let me just show you. This is what it looks like. And when you get one of these in your inventory, there's a container that you put it in. I thought if you pushed in miniature heart, it shows the container. Actually, I think if we do this, mini, click on it. No. Well, there's a little container that you get for it. It was just created by 410, I think, and actually I think it's 6, but it's basically in a sequence like this, and it creates this small container, and then you have to have 2 other things with it, and it creates like a little canister, and I think you eat it, and you get yourself on your hearts. Your first one that you eat will turn orange. So then you'll have these hearts plus an additional heart. That's what that really means. That orange heart means you have an additional heart. Instead of getting another stack of hearts, because that's where your armor is, you have another stack of hearts on top of it. It's orange. That's just what it is. Now, for the next thing that we're going to talk about is the portal gun stand, because I wanted to create a portal gun stand. It's actually a pedestal, so we'll just do this portal gun pedestal, and to create that we need obsidian, iron, redstone, and we can create our portal gun stand. So obsidian goes over here. Let's get the whole thing. I should have iron on me still. No, I don't. So let's get iron from right here, and see that recipe again. Put our obsidian up here, our iron. That's not what I wanted to do, and we have our portal gun stand. And we can take our portal gun. Okay, so I'm going to put it somewhere that's not in the way. Let's put it right here for now. Okay, and then we take our portal gun and put our portal gun there. Now it's on display. So if we ever need it, we can always just right click on it and it's there. So that's our portal gun stand. And then moving on to the next one, this is actually very important. This is probably one of the bigger ones, is a smeltery. Now, the smeltery goes back to the book that we came in very first with. The book isn't very important. I didn't really completely address it the very first go. Did you have any input on this, or did you fall asleep already? Because it's like 4 in the morning.
No, I'm trying to set up the engine to work correctly.
Oh, you mean over on the...
Yes.
Okay. So I'll go over that. If you guys noticed, I actually got seared bricks that I think I left them over in that chest, didn't I?
I think so.
Okay. Well, the way that you create, since I already have these, I'm just going to show you how you create them. I don't know if you really necessarily need this many as I've got, but it's the way you create them is you. I'll just show you in here, so that because we already got it. So. Because it's a good thing, because this does take a while to get all this stuff. But seared brick, what it is where's the recipe? Where's the recipe? Is it this one? How do I change the recipe? There we go. Okay, so you need clay, you need sand, and you need gravel, and it turns it into grout. And then you take the grout and you go over to your smeltery and you smelt it into seared brick. That's the way it works. So there's basically what I did is I got 3 stacks of these. It's probably a little bit overkill, but that's okay because we have to create a bunch of stuff. But this is definitely where you want to start, by getting the grout, putting in a smeltery, and creating your seared bricks, which we already have. So there's a list of stuff that you need to create, but before we get to that, I want to show you guys the book. Where did I put the book? Is it over in that other chest in the tree? Probably. Let's just create it. No, I don't think I got the stuff to create it. Let's go over there. I'll run and get it. I need a one of those aerial things to boost me over to this. Where is it? It's not in there. Did we put them up here? Maybe it's up here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the book will tell you what you need at first. You want to refer back to this because it's important. So the things that we do need off first is you need blank patterns. So let's go back to where do you want the smeltery at, kurjakk?
That is an excellent question.
Let's do it outside because it's gonna have lava in it. Oh,
Yeah, and it's kind of big.
okay. I'm gonna get some wood. Do I have enough regular wood? No, I don't. I'll just get this. Wait, I had some with me. Oh well. Alright, so what you need is you need sticks. We're just going to create a bunch of these, separate them out, put them like this. For now, we're just going to start with 10. So blank patterns, and then from the blank patterns, you need there's a list of stuff that we're going to need. We're going to use a pattern chest, stencil table, part builder, a tool station, and a tool forge. So we have a stencil table here, and then as you can see, that's created with a blank pattern and a block. So let's go ahead and use a plank. So there we go. There's our stencil table. You know what? Let me get rid of some stuff that's in my inventory because I've got a lot of stuff in here. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Let's go put this away. We'll put this in here. And get rid of the dirt. We don't need the copper. I have way too much stuff in here. We'll put all this stuff in here too. And our glass. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to empty this out so I don't have to have all this stuff in my inventory. I have room for what we're creating. There we go. Alright. Okay. So we need our stencil table, which is this. That's how you create it, a stencil table. Now you automatically end up getting this extra book. This is the second book of the triple series. There's 3 of them. So the second book will tell you what you can create on the stencil table, but we need to get the rest of them. So the stencil table is first, then we need a parts crafter and a pattern chest. So the way that you do that is, where did they go? Here. Okay. You just take a log, you put the log in there with a pattern, and you get yourself a part builder. And then you take your chest. This is for the pattern chest. And you get yourself a pattern chest. It doesn't look like a chest, it just looks like a wooden block, but that's okay. And then we need our tool forge, or we need our tool station, which is the workbench with the pattern chest. And then the tool forge is with another tool station with all that stuff around it. I don't remember what this is. I think it's just seared. That's just seared brick. So let me go ahead and get I believe we have an extra workbench in here. Yeah, we do. We actually need 2, so that's a good thing. So then we need one in here. These are stackable, so we can put 2 in there. So we got 1, plus we need yeah, we need 2 of these. So 2 or 4? Let's just get 4. And then we need seared brick. I think we need 3 of those. Okay. What? Okay. So that goes across the top like this. Then we take we put like here. And then we need like that. We get our tool forge. So now we have all the items you need to create what we're about to do. You need these first before you go into your smeltery, because these are the starting point to create the tools that go into your smeltery, to create the tools that you need for the cool stuff. So where did we say that we were going to do this? Out here somewhere?
Yeah, use it outside somewhere.
Let's just do it right here in this pocket here.
If we decide we want to move it, we'll move it at some other time.
We'll move it some other time when we get to that point. I'm gonna move all this stuff out of my way. So we need all this stuff here. Now it's important that you place the part builder next to the chest. So what we'll do is we'll do it in kind of a, well, we need this whole area for the smeltery. So let's just do, let's do the whole sequence of all of our stuff right here. So the pattern chest here, and our part builder here, and then we'll put our tool station here, and this part doesn't really matter. We can put our stencil table here and our tool forge there. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to create our stencils. So we need to go to our stencil table, put on our stencils here, and this is where you're going to choose what you want to make. Now I'm going to show you guys an excavator. Two things we're going to show you today is an excavator and a hammer. Now, if you don't know what you need to create these, you can always just go to the tool station. Now, the excavator and the hammer is a tier 2. The tool station, I'm going to tell you this, the tool station's tier 1. So all the stuff like tier 1 tools, so like the stuff that you already have plus a little bit of extra stuff, is in the tier 1. The tier 2 stuff is over in the tool forge. So we need an excavator, which is here, and it'll show you what you need. So we need the excavator head, the plate, binding, and then the tool, the rod that we showed you just a second ago. But since we're just going to create these as casts for the smeltery, I'm just going to use some cobblestone to create these. Actually, I think it has to be stone. We'll just take a stack of each. I think, actually, no, it's just cobblestone. Let's do that. Oh, I almost stepped on the aerial thing again. Alright. So, let's get to our... let's see. Is that it? No, that's a sword blade. I don't believe that's what we needed. No, that's not it. That's just... No, we needed the... What is that? That's the bigger one, I think. I think that's the bigger one, because there's two of the X's. There's a small one and the big one. The tough binding pattern. I think it's the tough binding. Either way, we're going to need that one for the hammer. So here's the creeper, the large plate pattern. So we need one of those. You only need to make one of these. You don't need to make two, because the hammer actually requires two. But now we need the excavator head. There's the excavator head. And we need the tough rod. That was the blade. I think that's it. Nope, that's the knife blade. Here it is. Tough tool rod. Okay. Now you take this over to the tool station. No. Forge. Here. And you tell it that's what I want to make. No. Is it the tool station? No, it's the pattern builder. Sorry. And this is where you're actually going to, if you wanted to, this is your pattern chest. So you can actually just access the pattern chest by itself and drop these patterns in. This is where you're going to store all your patterns, and then access the part builder, and that's where you're going to pull your stuff. So if we want to build a large pattern, we drop our large plate, take our cobble, put it in here, we get ourselves a stone large plate. This is an actual stone large plate. Now, we don't want to create this anymore. We actually want to create a the excavator head, which is called the broad shovel head pattern, which will give you the stone excavator head. So we wanted that, and then we don't want that no more, so we want the tough, and there's our stone tough, so we'll take that with us. And then we need to create our, I don't know if it's a tough, stone tough, but I think it might be the other X, because that's just too big. And then you go over to your tier 2, you tell you want to make the excavator, and you drop in the stuff that it requires. So there. Oh, I guess it was a large one. And bam, you got yourself an excavator. Now, the thing that's cool about this is that it's like a shovel. It's a shovel. And what it does is it takes an Mr. Busy Man over there, takes and mines an area of 3 by 3. So we'll just do this spot. Bam. And you got yourselves 9 block, and that's quick. So instead of having have a really quick diamond shovel, you just use one of these and it's fast. The nice thing about this is that you can add stuff to it. So we can come back to the tool forge. No. Yeah, it is a tool forge. And you can drop in extra stuff here. Now that's talked about in this one here. This book will actually get to you in detail what you can drop on it if you want to read about all these different things, what they're capable of doing, what they require. So we did just make the excavator. I believe it was further up, or is it back? There it is. See, so it tells you what it needs right here. So it is a tough binding, just obviously because we just created it. But if you go further back, it tells you what each of these different things that you can add to it and what it does. It kind of explains it to you, and it shows you how to craft it, what all these different things, these different type of alloys, what they do, cobalt, like Kurjakk was talking about last time, ardite. When you mix those two together, you actually get
Manilium.
Manilium right here. There's also another one that you can get through the Thaumcraft. It's actually more, it's way more like tougher, faster.
It's awesomer.
Yeah, it's a lot better than Manilium. But these different things right here is where it starts to tell you what if you add to it in the tool station or tool forge, what you can do with it. So, for instance, diamond adds more durability. Emerald adds more durability. Redstone makes it faster. And you have 3 tiers for each one of these tools that you can do, and you can technically put nothing but redstone for every tier and make it extremely fast. And if you did that with a thaumium tool, it can go up to, if you look at the speed on this one, it says speed mining 4.19. If you did that with a hammer and you did the thaumium with a hammer and put redstone on every single one of them, on all the modifiers, and create 2 more extra modifiers, there's stuff you can add to it, like the star from when you kill a wither, and some diamond and some other stuff. It can go up to 25 on the mining speed. It's ridiculously fast. I mean, it depends on what you want to add to it, and you can keep adding some stuff to it. So it's like enchanting, basically. This is all it really is enchanting. And then the one last thing I wanted to show you as far as this goes was the hammer, but you guys get the point. The hammer does the same thing with mining, and only certain stuff does, like say for instance, the stone only goes to, it'll tell you iron. See, iron is the only thing it'll go up to as far as mining goes. The same thing with the hammer. It only goes to, if you use stone, only goes to iron. If you change it to iron instead, it'll go to, I think it's diamond. And then aluminum, something like that. It's actually, if you look at this book, let's see, I'm going to take you to that because it's the next best thing that actually mines aluminite, mines the cobalt and ardite. So this is actually a step up. Aluminite is better than diamond. Its mining speed's about the same, but it's better than diamond, and it can mine the cobalt and the ardite. So that's your plus. But yeah, so that's how that works. Now let's get working on the smeltery.